We told them that religion was problematic in the African continent and in Nigeria particularly, but they didn't believe us. For years, they turned our country into a praying ground. So while others were building, we were busy praying. In some streets in Nigeria, in most states in the country, you will have more than 10 churches on one street. And these are streets where they are residential areas. They are not industrial areas or anything like that. They are residential areas. We've seen pastors have more wealth than even politicians and even businessmen or business people who create solution for the country. For years, we've seen a mosque or an Islamic system that when people are going to mosques, the roads are blocked and nobody can do business on those days. We've seen even where the capital of Nigeria, in the capital of Nigeria, there is a Sharia court. Do you know that? Do you know that in Nigeria, there is a Sharia court in the capital of the country, Abuja? There are so many things that Christianity has caused in Nigeria, and we have been complaining about it. But look at where we are today. People doubted us. People said we were not, that we were lying. But look at it now. After all these years of them encouraging and brainwashing people into praying to God and asking God to solve all the problems they have, like them not being able to afford children's school fees, not having jobs, not having good roads, not having clean water, not having stable electricity. The pastors, the priests, they were encouraging them to just look up to God and ask God to do all those things for them, instead of telling them the truth that it is the government that are supposed to fix those problems for them. For a very long time, we have an Islamic organizations or Muslim side of the country where everybody, where even families, young girls will be made to marry, and we have situations where a lot of children who were given birth to will be sent to do al-majiri, where there was lack of control in the way that religion was happening there, where people cannot even have freedom to say things because they can be unalive for blasphemy. We have a situation in the country where they have been this kind of struggle between who will who will populate the country more. Is it the Christians or the Muslims? And these are all foreign ideologies that we imported, forgetting our culture and forgetting who we really are. What business does Africa have with fighting over religions that are not originally ours? Why do we now have Muslims and Christians inviting war into Nigeria? For many years, we have ignored this decay that was happening in our society. We have ignored the way that religion was used as a tool for control, for oppression, and for economic exploitation in Nigeria and Africa at large. And you see, they are now inviting religious war into Nigeria, which will also extend to other African countries. When are we going to learn? When are we going to learn? Imagine if we didn't have this. Imagine if our people were not busy going to church and going to mosques just to pray for all their problems. Imagine if we were producing and building like other countries were. We will not have religious war today. We will not have Islamic movement happening and terrorism happening. We will not have a situation where people are praying instead of building. We will have a situation where people understand geopolitics, understand production, creativity, and know how to hold their leaders to account. We won't even have bad leaders. So all the problems that we've been having is actually, you can trace it back to this religious ideology that we have in Nigeria. And it proves it all what we've been saying, but yet a lot of people will still not believe it. And that is why we see some Christians screaming, Donald Trump, please come and save us. We Christians they are being unalive. Please come and save us. And then the Muslims are saying, no, we are not unaliving them. But look, it is exactly what we've been saying to people, that this religion that we imported and we are overdoing it more than other people, and we have abandoned everything else, and it has become our life, our daily bread, and everything we breathe and take in has become prayers and religion, that this was problematic and this was going to destroy us. And this is exactly what is happening today. So I don't know how we can get we can move forward with all of this. But I know that even the traditional rulers we have in Nigeria and in Africa at the moment, most of them have also been converted to just following this ideology and abandoning everything that our people used to protect themselves, and abandoning our culture. And now look at where we are. So do you still think that religion is not a problem in Nigeria or in Africa? Tell me what you think in the comment section, and have a good day.